Hi guys, it's Monday morning, 25th December, and we have Ankit with us. He's studying in TU Chemnitz. He's also a representative on the website. I think a better introduction Ankit will give himself. I really wanted to take this opportunity to talk to him and find out about the whole process of Uni Assist. But first, let's start with Ankit's introduction. Ankit, tell us something about yourself. Tell us about your story.
So I'm Ankit Jaiswal. I'm from Mumbai, and I've done my bachelor's in electronics engineering, and I completed in 2015. I'm a pass out of the Tamil College. It's in Mumbai University. I've worked for around 1.5 years as a PCB designer in Vital Electronics, which is a company in Ghansoli. I came to know about Germany last September. Uh, I was just researching for some scholarships. My company director told that why don't you try out for masters, and he was suggesting US. So for US, it is very expensive. So he told there are a lot of scholarships that you get. So start searching for it. So I was searching for scholarships. So there were scholarships like Tata scholarships and all. But then you get only 5 lakhs or so. So your US expense is around 60.
Yeah,
and
40, 60 lakhs minimum.
and then in that, if you get 5 lakhs, then it's not making that difference. And then searching scholarship, I came to a website which was stating that you have no tuition fees in Germany and its education is almost free there. And then my research for masters in Germany started. And that time your channel was, I guess you also just started that time, or there were
Yeah.
few videos you were guiding. And I came through your channel and I joined a lot of Facebook groups to get more information about the same. I started reading on fora what people say about masters in Germany, and then a lot of websites, where you can get a lot of information. So that way I started. So before that, I had no clue that there is like masters in Germany is free and you can try for that. Like give IELTS, start with your German. So that way I started. And in April or something, the application normally generally for a lot of colleges starts. There are only two, three universities, I guess, like Stuttgart, which ends in January itself for winter, and one for more. Else, normally other all universities it starts from March, April that way. So that was it. And then after applying, I applied only for embedded system because my interest was only in that domain. So I was not going to do masters in any other domain. Like people are like, if you're not getting in this domain, people might shift and go to other domain. But my interest was from first it was embedded system only. So I applied to around 9 universities. I got admit from three universities. One was Frankfurt University, but there the embedded system content is very less. It's more into communication than embedded systems. Then there was one more university, but it had fees. So I could drop down because this year they have introduced the fees.
Yeah.
Like
In
at the,
Baden-Württemberg, the complete state.
yeah, yeah. So it was in that stage. So that was a good course. But an other disadvantage was it was also of 90 credits. So I might plan for PhD, and that time it might not work out for me. So I thought, and then at the last, I got admitted to UC. That time I was so happy. I almost cried because this was the last university which I was waiting for the result. And before that, I decided I will not go to Frankfurt. That was fixed. So there was a lot of pressure. And it was this admit almost came after 3 months of my previous admit. I was just waiting, and in this between time span, it was all rejection. So people told me like by seeing your profile, you will get an admit very easily. But then that was not the case. And one more disadvantage here in Germany is if you have done your bachelor's in electronics, you can't apply for courses that are in computer science. Like embedded system in many university comes in computer science. It's only few university here which gives an electronic. Yeah, so they don't give admits to the students of electronics in the computer science domain of embedded system. So there were five such universities, and I was given rejection directly from them, stating that your bachelor's is not matching with the bachelor syllabus is not matching with us. Embedded system is both hardware and software. So they were concentrating more on software part than the hardware part. This TUC, they concentrate on both parallel. They concentrate on hardware as well as software. So that's an advantage.
What was your profile, Ankit?
So my aggregate was around 74% in my bachelor's, I was one of the toppers of my college. And then I had an IELTS of 7. I've not given GRE because not many universities were requiring GRE. I've completed German A1 language till my applications. Then I had a work experience of 1.5 years. Then a lot of social work that I do. So all that added to my profile because I normally help a lot in any of the other ways. I join a lot of social committees like NGOs or something like that, and then my startup.
Okay.
So my company, which I'm still working with. This was overall my profile. That
And how do you like it, Ankit, now? Like you're finally in Chemnitz. It's supposed to be a small town, right?
Yeah, but then coming to Germany, it has changed a life to a lot of extent. Like I've not imagined it would happen. So beautiful in India. It happened so fast. Like
Mhm.
my journey was so fast that I was like, my admit came in July or so, July mid. And then the August 30th, I had my this visa interview, which I had already taken the date before my admit because in Mumbai there was a lot of problems of visa date. So I
Yeah.
planned that I would take it 2-3 months back, like ahead, so that I was knowing this university gives admit very late. Like generally last year they gave admit in on 21st August or so.
Mm.
So I was like, in 7 days I can manage things, and I will take a date of 29th, 30th of August. Yeah. So that way, I had already taken the date, and then it was so fast that once the admit came, then the arrangement of money and then other stuffs, it took time. So I didn't have time to think how Germany will be after. And then when I landed, every small thing that you see, they've used technology so well. You have a lot of ideas that we should have this in our country, and this are already here,
Mm.
like from the trolley system, putting coin in that and then using it. And if you put the trolley in the line back, you get the coin. At least in Chemnitz, I've seen Indians are respected a lot. Even professors do respect Indians a lot. I don't know, maybe here we have a lot of Indian crowd, no
Mhm.
doubt. Even professors, you see the smile on the professor's face when they hear about Indian or India. Few of my professors also went to India this year,
Mhm.
so they have been invited as a guest lecturer.
Okay.
So so they were also sharing how it is and all. So overall, even the crowd is good. Like here in Chemnitz, uh, youth crowd is bit less. There are a lot of old generation people. They are helpful. So as such, there is no. They don't look. They smile at you when
Mhm.
when they're traveling or so. So overall, it's very good. See, I've seen people who have gone through consultancy, but then the problem is they don't know which universities they have applied for. Like
Yeah.
they consultancy gives you a list,
Yeah.
and they think that is it. But
Yeah.
then there are so many universities they can try for, and they know there are not. There is no huge application fees here. There are a
Mm.
lot of universities who there are no application fees charges.
Mm.
Only for Uni Assist we have some charges.
Yeah.
So they can try for as many universities as they can because now the competition is also very tight.
Mm.
So if you apply for as many universities, it's more beneficial. That is what I feel. In India we have habit of writing 2-3 pages answer,
Mhm.
but here it is only you write 2 lines and you get marks.
Yeah.
It's more about precise,
Yeah.
like not about the length. So for Unisys, first we have to you can Google search on Google search Unisys login. So if you see there will be two websites that will be coming. One will be Uni Assist, which gives you all the information about how is the like what is the application process, what is the cost and everything. But then on that website, I've not found the login one part
Okay.
in the website where they give information. And if you particularly search for Uni Assist login, then that particular result is shown, and then you have to create your own account first. They'll ask for normal details like first your name, and then what password that you want, and then all other details like name, date of birth, your bachelor's, everything. So once you create your account, what will happen is, as and when the university starts accepting the results, accepting the applications,
Mhm.
basically, Unisys will show that on their portal. Like
Okay.
now, this university is keep searching by like you have to keep looking for it again and
Okay.
again.
Okay.
So we have a rough estimation of this university applications opens in this duration. TU Chemnitz, it opened I guess on 5th of June or something. So I was just looking how when it will open, when it will open. And we have this WhatsApp groups where people do tell
Yeah.
if the once the application portal is open, they do. We even ask them to, like, if any of the if any of the applications, like any of the university has started accepting the applications. If you search for a particular university, what will he it shows search results. Like you have to search for masters, like master course, then you have to give your keywords and it will list down all the universities for the same. And then it shows a green signal kind of, where that means that university has started uh, accepting the applications. Else
Okay.
they'll tell you have to wait and you have to keep checking it after a few days. You have to generally fill a form again, which your basic details are already saved, so you have to take care about it. In Uni Assist, one benefit is once you fill the form for one of the universities, your all data is already saved. So next time you don't have to repeat it. So like they will ask you for your bachelor's percentage, your IELTS score, from where you have done your German certifications, like from Goethe Institute, or from where you have got your certificate, how many levels you have done. So there's a lot of questions that they ask. It's almost I guess 3 or 4 pages questions. So you have to first give all those answers, and then upload your documents. Upload all the documents, like from your mark sheets, 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, your passport, your SOP, LOR, so every all the IELTS German certification, even the attendance German certification is sometimes required for some of the universities.
Okay.
So you can, before sending, you have to select which all documents you have to send to the university. So generally, what I did is I gave all the documents for
Okay.
a particular website. Like if they are accepting, later on they should not say you don't have this document.
Yeah.
So whatever documents I had, even if they are not asking, because they will send it electronically, so they are not going to courier basically to the university. And one thing is that we have to courier the documents only once. All the sets, like leaving SOP, if it is different, all the other documents that are same, you have to send it only once.
Okay.
And later on, you have to send only the application form that you have filled for a particular university, because
Okay.
they need your signature that you're applying to this particular university. And that application you have to, courier one by one as and when you apply for the university. In the documents that you're sending, you have to get a notary stamp.
Okay.
That is important, because you are not sending the original copies. You're only sending the Xerox copies of all the documents. So you have to get a notarized stamp. You can get blue wala stamp
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
around 2 rupees or so.
Yeah.
So you have to do that. Okay.
Yeah. So, Ankit, with the transcripts, like, do you have to send them all original, or how does it work, or can you send the copies of it?
See, if your college gives you a lot of transcripts, like I applied for around 15 transcripts altogether, so that I can, send it transcripts, one transcript for each university. You can also send to notarized copies, but then again, it has to be notarized. So there are universities which gives you 3-4 page transcripts or even more. So you have to notarize each and every page. So the cost almost around the same. So what you can do is you can apply for more transcripts. Like I applied for 15 transcripts altogether. So because I was not knowing how many universities I might be applying. But then in general, if you see, if we have even 5 or 6 transcripts, or max 10, even that is enough, because for Uni Assist you have to anyway send only one transcript. So if your most of your universities comes under Uni Assist, then you will need only one transcript for the same. And after you come in Germany, you might need one more transcript copy for TK, because TK requires your transcripts.
Okay.
So there you need. So normally it depends. If your university is not giving you a lot of copies, you can notarize and send those attested copies.
Also, sometimes applying for some scholarships, you need this transcript. So I think it's always better to have a few extra, like 2 or 3 extra transcripts with you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, like we have to send only one set to the Uni Assist, and that includes also only one transcript.
We are sending SOPLR also.
Okay,
We are
but
sending
like,
everything.
mhm,
Like once you apply for the first university,
mhm,
let's say I applied for TU Chemnitz.
mhm,
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll send them all the copies, all the documents that I have, and also one application form print that once we fill the apply for this university like TU Chemnitz, at the end there will be of application form that will come with all your whatever details you have filled. You have to print that document and then sign it and send that document also. So
okay,
all your documents that you have, passport, visa, sorry, passport and IELTS, everything, and then your this application form, you will this one set you will courier it.
mhm,
The next time, let's say I'm applying to some other university, like let's say Frankfurt University. Now what I will do is I'll just take the printout of only the documents that are different.
mhm,
You have to only those documents and the application form. See for SOP, my course like I was applying for a system, so there was not much difference in the content part. It's like you're just changing the name of the university where you're applying, and I can say if you know one of the professors there who under whom you want to work or do your research, you just change that part.
mhm,
If you're applying for multiple courses, like multiple different courses, then you will have to make different SOPs.
mhm.
But in my case, it was like around 2 3 SOPs just with few changes
Okay,
worked out for me with the application form. And I wanted now my this SOP should go with this application form.
okay,
I was attaching uh, the application form and that SOP with it. And while you're sending the documents electronically to the Uni Assist, you have to select that particular SOP. Like
okay.
you have already uploaded 2 3 SOPs now
Mhm,
with the changes. That particular SOP which you want to send to that university, you have to select that. It's basically once when you're sending documents electronically, you have to just click which all documents you want to send. So if there are a lot of SOPs that you have, you just click one particular that SOP which you want to send and untick others. So now talking about the application fees for Universist, the first application form that you send, the amount is 75 euros, and from second application onwards, it is 15 euros. So you will send the application and then you can pay the amount. So it is not like you have to pay the amount upfront, but then if you're paying it through credit card, then there is an application form for credit card where you have to fill out details, your credit card form number, and then sign it and then send that also with your application. Okay, application. But if you're transferring the amount, you'll have to. They have mentioned certain details like your application number, your name, your surname, and there are few things that you have to mention in the reference line while transferring, and by that they will get to know okay, you have transferred the amount. Other important thing is if you're applying for two courses at one particular university, the amount will be the same. So if it is if you are applying for the first like let's say first time and first university, and if you are applying for two courses, it will be 75 euros for both the courses, and from the second university onwards, it will be 15 euros for both the courses for that particular university. So, so if you are applying for two courses for a particular university, you'll have to pay the same amount. You don't have to pay it again.
mhm. And
Yeah.
also, like, what would you suggest, Ankit? What should students use for payment? The ones who don't have any credit card.
Yeah. So if you don't have credit cards, I will suggest you to try for forex card, because for a forex card also is equivalent to a credit card. So you'll have to give them the details again, and even that can be used. And other thing is you can go for transfer through the banks which are charging you very less. So like I did from Bank of India, and it charged me around 2,000 rupees for sending even 15 euros. So like 15 kilos
That's
is
true,
almost
man.
equivalent
Yeah.
to 1,000 rupees
Yeah.
also, and then you're almost paying 1,000 rupees just for sending.
Yeah.
So you can go for Thomas Cook, which which sends your which transfers the amount at a very less rate, or you can check for the charges for your particular bank, which where you have your account, and then check for their forex rate, because how much they charge you. And if they are charging you less, around 100 rupees, 200 rupees, then it's far better. Else try for a forex card, or you can try even forex Cook, because Thomas Cook, because when they do it at a very good, very cheap rate.
Most of the instructions is also available on the Uni Assist website itself.
There is one important thing that I want to tell about UniAssist
Mm-hmm.
is, while sending the documents, there are two addresses mentioned on the website. So what they say is, you send to one of first address. If your post office is not accepting the first address, go with the second address. So you can send your documents to any of the address that goes to the UniAssist only. So even I faced the same issue. The first address that they had given, my post office was not accepting it.
Okay.
And then when I was not knowing that there were two addresses that time. Okay, I
Okay.
was knowing about only the first address, and I was like, he was not accepting the first address.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the website again, and in that they have mentioned it. Okay, if your post office is not accepting this address, send it to this other address.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can send it to both the address. It depends on the post office if they accept it or not. So you can check it out first. I will suggest to go with the second address, because anyway they are going to accept it. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you are anyway, the second address will surely be accepted. So uh, we can have the second postal address that they have, and they can send the documents directly to that address.
So, all right, to summarize everything, I would say first see the university if they are taking applications directly or through Uni Assist. Then you go to Uni Assist, you create an account, you answer all the questions, you select the university, of course, and then afterwards you upload the documents electronically. Uh,
Yeah.
then you have to send one set of those documents to UniAssist along with the signed application form. And every time you want to apply to a new university, you have to print out the application. You have to also attach the new SOP for the target university, and then you have to send it to them. Okay, so that sounds pretty simple, guys. But Ankit, thank you so much for taking out this time like at such a short notice. I mean, generally it's not possible at all.
See, if you need any information that I have, and if I can share it, I'll surely share it to you.
Enjoy your
Very,
time.
very
Don't
good.
study too much. Take some time out. Nah. And I hope we'll see you around. Also, the video about TU Chemnitz is coming out. Ankit is recording parts of TU Chemnitz, and we're going to make a small campus tour out of it. So you can expect that sometime very soon. And yeah, just stay in touch, Ankit. Thanks a lot, guys, for your time. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. And we'll see you in the next video.